So the fourth trend that we're going to talk about is extensibility in app links. This is a little bit more technical of a topic. First, I want to get to the difference between sort of an app link and an engagement ad because they can sort of look the same sometimes. An engagement ad is basically a prompt for a user to install your app. This is something that you might have come across on Facebook. A few different platforms have it. Hell, you might have come across it on Candy Crush even. But it's one of those things that, frankly, if you have an app, particularly a careers-oriented app, and you're not doing ads to support and drive people to that app, there's a big chance that probably not a lot of people are discovering it because career apps aren't typically the type of thing that people often pick out. So you should absolutely be doing mobile engagement ads. And there's a lot of pretty easy ways to integrate that into your overall social strategy. So that's that out of the way. But the really interesting thing that's coming about, and we're really seeing a lot of potential in this in 2015, is in app links. This is also called sometimes app extensions or broadly app extensibility. So what app links do, which is really pretty cool, is app links allow you to, instead of right now where you would click on a link and it might open up in the iTunes Store or the Google Play Store and give you an option to either open up the app or have to install it, and then you go into the app, and then if you want to go back into your other app, you have to sort of close it out and open it up, and it just gets it basically breaks the user experience. What app links allow you to do is actually go straight into the app. So that means that assuming that an app is installed, if, for instance, you're doing something with Ann Taylor or and you're on their social page and you see this thing, you're like, oh, that looks really cool, and there's some app functionality, it will drive you straight into the Ann Taylor app without you ever having to click another thing. This is incredibly useful for people in terms of delivering a really consistent user experience. As well as it's really important because you don't have to sort of jump in and out of the apps, which means that every time you're jumping in and out of an app, you have the potential of losing a user, which is a huge danger because, why invest in an app if you're just going to sort of lose them? But also, app extensions are really interesting because they allow apps to talk to each other. So this is a new area that Apple's building out with iOS 8, which is going to be coming out probably in a couple weeks here. And Google already has sort of an iteration of this. In fact, Facebook's app links sort of allow this a little bit too. But app extensions will allow apps to kind of talk to each other. It gets a little technical, so let us know in the questions if something doesn't make sense. But more or less, what it allows you to do is say, okay, I've got a photo app, and I want to edit it in something other than the native photo editor. I can, through an app link, I can call up another app, use its functionality, and then jump back into the app that I'm in. So imagine it in this way, that if you're in your careers app, you could call up the Skype functionality, Skype with the potential candidate, and still have that candidate be in your app, and so they sort of never feel like they're jumping in between things. It not only makes you look more sophisticated, but it also provides a better candidate experience. And as Ian was saying, that user experience is the #1 thing that you have to worry about. All your technology should only serve to enable that user experience, not the other way around.